verbal, and then it was physical. That's kind of how it went. But for a lot of people that, if you ask anybody, just outside of me as well, like,
well, I mean, I can only ask you, and then the people that are in. How old is the guy?
He was 28. So
now
he's 29.
So he's 29 and you're 24. So he's like about 5 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means
25 in December on the 16th of this month. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it seems wow, people are really invested in your story. Whatever you got going, they are really invested. That's crazy. That's why I think once stuff gets out to social media, it's just like some stories just bring magnets to people. So I mean, listen, we all make bad decisions, y'all. Like at the end of the day, like I made some fucked up decisions myself. Like I'm not my hands ain't clean. You know what I mean? So I can't sit here and judge a person.
In the beginning of my relationship, I would say before like the domestic got really bad, because at first he had only hit me once, but the reason why I stayed, he gave me an incurable STD. So I don't know if you heard of HPV, but he gave me that, and so I didn't want to like move on with anybody else because I would have to deal with rejection. Or possible rejection. I would say possible rejection.
And I mean, and the fact, like, I think even you stating that on a public live stream, to me, I feel like that speaks volumes on maybe your headspace shift, because honestly, most people wouldn't even feel comfortable talking about that. You know what I mean? So like in a space, in this public platform, like of what's going on, like most people, they don't want to, they don't want to expose that side, because sometimes it can be embarrassing, you know what I'm saying, as well for some people, to go through that. But what I can tell you though is, having kids, it's a huge pivotal movement, I would say. Rejection hits deep for a lot of people, and some people, once you get rejected by the person you really want to be with, it almost sends you down like a domino downhill spiral, And if you don't have a good support system, that also plays a big role. You know what I'm saying? So like, these are all points that I think that most people, overlook, and granted, you can sit here and focus on the bad decisions that you did, all the fucked up things that you did, right? But like, let's all be honest here. Like, everybody in my chat and everybody in your chat, if you look at the grand scheme of things, if you guys all look in the mirror, like, ain't none of us perfect. You know what I mean? Ain't none of us say, well, yeah, I've made every right decision since I've been alive. We all have different reasons to why we operate the way that we do. You know what I mean? So all I could say is that, I mean, personally, even if I know all the fucked up things you did, I'm still a person you met through social media. So who am I to come here, and start fucking indulging in shit and just making you feel more like shit? If anything, I want to have fun. Let's have fun. Let's kind of, get away from our everyday problems. But when you have people in the chat trying to do certain things, I don't know what the ultimate goal is. Is the ultimate goal to try to get you? Like, at this point, I would tell you, don't ever hop off live streaming, because I feel like if you hop off live, then they have succeeded. They have got you to get in your head, and now you're off. Because sometimes going on live is man, like, you can talk to people. There's some people in the live stream that actually give a fuck about what you got going on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But one thing I will say, and this is not in defense to anybody here, guys. Thank you guys so much. Buttercup, Thickness, Two Shots, Meet You, everybody in here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Smiley, Cassandra, and Moranza. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank y'all, top 3.
So like what I will say is that make sure that just because social media and people just, it's almost like when you're on social media, think about how celebrities are. Their private life is now invaded to the max, right? Like, everything's exposed. Their sex life, like who they had affairs with, who they're now dating. It's very difficult to become private once you're public, So what I will say is, like, definitely keep your story and what has happened very transparent. So like, they can't tell you shit, whatever they're trying to troll you about, like, if it's a fact and if it's true, then embrace it. If it's truth that you're not wanting to expose, but they are exposing it in the chat and it's already being said, then just embrace the shit so that you just kind of let go. Because honestly, trying to hide something that is a fact, that is true, whether it's evidence or whatever the case, it's just I couldn't live like that, man. I really couldn't. I couldn't live like that. Like I'd say, you know, fuck it. I did this. Yeah, it's done, and I'm moving forward. How long are you gonna kick me while I'm down? You know, of something that I did. It's done.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody comes on live stream for different reasons. I do this full time. You know what I'm saying? This is how I now make my living for the last year. So like I entertain people. I talk shit. You know what? I kind of adapt. I'm more like a chameleon. Like I adapt. I can't sit here and come here and talk shit to you on top of everybody else is already talking shit. You feel me? Cause then that I don't know. I think it would take me out of the character that I am. I'm a shit talker too, but I'm a shit talker on a case by case situation. Y'all, we need 4 roses, 30 seconds, y'all. But you know, everybody comes on here for different reasons, man. I would just, as a, you know, social media friend or whatever you want to call me, I would just say, you know, keep your head up and keep pushing. And, you know, hopefully maybe one day the people will chill out. Sometimes people, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people are battling their own demons, so they don't know how to exhibit and how can you say, just kind of let that shit go. So they'll try to pick on other people to just try to make themselves feel better. You know what I mean? So, and I don't know, you know, I don't know what the situation is with that, but once people get attached to a story, man, it's like they are on it. They will not let that shit go.
Oh, thank you so much. Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate that love, y'all. So what are some of the things? So let me ask you this: what are some of the things that you're like that you're going through right now that you're actually like is a hurdle you're trying to overcome?
Being homeless and fighting to get my kids back. So like I'm doing all the class. So they want me to take classes and stuff. I'm doing all my classes, everything I'm supposed to do. I'm just gaining stability right now. But they want to know my every move. So I've said thank you to people that support me on here. You know, spoke about jobs. And
Are you homeless? Are you homeless by choice?
No, not by.
Like you're not.
Oh no.
So your parents won't help you out.
My parents help me, but they get my kids, which are in, you know, temporary custody and stuff. So I can't live with my parents. They want to keep saying, oh, your parents don't love you, whatever like that. My mama has been on live. This laptop right here, my mom just bought my laptop. She helps me as much as she can. My mom's not made of money, you know. Right. So these people are like always speaking. My mom has literally came on live, prayed for my enemies, everything. And
there is a lot of resources. Somebody said something that's actually true. Cake, you crazy. She said there is a lot of resources available for homeless pregnant women, which that is true. That is true.
I went on live when I was trying to get the help. Like we have limit. So I'm in the state of Oklahoma. I'm not sure how every other state works, but we have limited access to funds. So once the funds run out, they can't help. I'm not the only one that's homeless, so there's a waiting list for a lot of the stuff that I've already tried to do. The same resources, I've went to officers, I've went to the Palomar, Pivot, all of these places, even therapy yesterday that I had to go to.
Did you have an apartment recently or anything like that? Like, where did you live? So
I had an apartment recently, so
was it with him or was it like something you guys?
Just my place. So my live had, you know, my supporters, they had raised money for me to move into my apartment. But I kept saying, like, I don't feel like it was a good idea. Because I still had my daughter at the time. You know, I got 3 kids. So my child was living with me. They didn't want to see us in and out of hotels anymore. So they was like, we'll help raise money for you to, like, you know, move into your apartment and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I don't think this is a great idea because I don't have a job yet and I don't know how long it'll take to get a job. Like, you know, sometimes it takes a long time. So I moved in anyways, being desperate, and I started my new job. Those people called my job, got me fired because I ended up getting fired for no reason. I'm thinking.
Hold on, what people got you fired?
The trolls.
MVP, Thickness, Buttercup, everybody else, Madi, meet you. Thank you guys so much.
They've got me fired from 3 jobs because I would have been on my feet a long time ago. But
so hold on, how did they get you fired though? Like what did?
They'll keep calling the place, and some of the places I don't even see how they know where I was at, but like they'll keep calling the establishment and keep calling, lying, the same stuff that they're saying in your comments and stuff, like, you know, saying weird stuff. And so like they'll constantly keep getting calls. And they're like, okay, this is conflict. We don't want that. You have to, you know, you're fired. You have to leave. Or like if I'm at, that's why I'm not like at hotels right now. Hotels that I've never even put my foot in the door. I've never slept at, anything like that. I'm banned from, because these people keep calling them. One day I was on live, they called them 50, like I swear, like 50 times in less than 5
Yeah, but if I'm working at a job, it don't matter if the president calls. Like they can't get me fired. They can't get me fired unless I do something. You know, it's almost as if like I don't know what were you doing? What field were you working at?
City is an estate will. They can fire you just for having a green shirt on. They don't have to tell you why you're fired. They can fire you for no reason. By the state of Oklahoma. Yeah, it's an estate will. Estate. At will state. There we go. Yeah. For a lot of these jobs, they don't have to have a reason to fire you anymore. Yeah.
Somebody said, who's Larry?
Larry, that was somebody that was on here that supported me and stuff. Yeah, that helped wearing out because he ended up wanting to have sex with me, and my baby was dying in my stomach, and I didn't want to have sex with him, and so he stopped helping me. But that somebody had got me an apartment, and he helped me get my car.
So she was like financially supporting you?
He was financially supporting.
Well, I mean, to that specific topic, I would have to agree with her. You know, there is a lot of guys on the app that they will support a female until 1, they find out that she's married, 2, find out she has a boyfriend, or 3, she doesn't want to give in to whatever request he's making. You know, I do feel like the genuine support is all I would feel most people look for on the app, and it's very difficult to get that. So on that specific part, I do agree with her. You know, it's probably true. When it comes to that, you know, Grinch, I appreciate that love, big dog. Thank you, man. One of your peoples came by too earlier, bro, too. I have her, I don't know what I think she left, but yeah, she came in here. She's the CIA fam too. Appreciate that love, bro.
After this round, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm about to have to check out and stuff. So
okay. All right. Are you getting on later?
Yeah, I'm getting on later.
What time?
Probably like 6.
Okay. All right.
6 my time, because I'm Central Standard. I'm not sure what your time is.
Okay, I'm in Eastern time, so it's 11. It's almost noon. Hey, everybody that's in here, guys, if you guys are new as well, make sure you guys hit the follow button as well. If you're new here, she got a Trees. I don't know. I mean, everybody got their way of getting it. You know what I mean? I can't say something.
Because I'm bold enough. The thing is, I feel like what scares them is the fact that not everybody has support. I don't have support. Like, I'm living proof of just my only support is my parents. They can only do so much again because I can't, my kids can't spend the night with me right now. So I can't live with my mama. I can't live with, you know, my sister or even my baby daddy grandma. She would let me live there. She's let me live there before, but she can't because she has my boys or whatever. So, like, with that being said, it's just, I think what scares them is that even I just had a job at Costco and they were still doing this. Like, oh, she's lazy, whatever. But I had a job and y'all didn't think that I was doing anything. I don't have to tell you my every moves for you to just go and try to fuck it up. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what they want to do. Since I'm not telling them stuff anymore, they're mad. They're mad. And y'all keep being mad. Y'all keep being mad. But yeah, they're just mad at the fact that I have people that's supporting me. And, you know, some people aren't bold enough to ask for help. Closed mouths don't get fed. I tell them that all the time.
That is true. That is true. I mean, that is a fact.
Just being jealous of the fact that, man, I wish I can get this type of support, but I'm not bold enough to go ask for help. That's you, not me. That's not my problem. Like, but yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, I think in due time things will get better. You know, just have a shift, just have a mindset shift and have fun and try to, you know, just work towards progression. You know, that's all you can do.
Of course, thank you. Shout out to you. I guess I'll see you a little bit later if you're gonna.
All right. Grinch, appreciate that love, bro. But.
Yeah, I got money for the room. I gotta hurry up and book somewhere real quick. Was she unfit? How come she can't spend the night? No, I was not unfit. I had domestic violence going on. It don't matter if my kids physically saw it. As long as they heard it, they used my 911 calls against me. I don't know, he was speaking facts, but sometimes I feel like he was trying to give the trolls what they wanted. Because, I mean, they were sending him gifts, and that's okay. But, I mean, I know yesterday when they tried him, he shut them down, like, for real. Like, he was like, get out of here. But, I mean, if somebody's curious about my story, just tell them. I'm just telling my story. I'm going to tell them my story. Because for the longest, I thought that I was, fired from Topgolf for no reason. Like, just because I said, I might have other options or whatever. But whole time, the trolls called the fucking place. Like, it's just weird. I'm just over it with them. They weird. But no, I don't think he was trying to be funny. I think he was really trying to understand. Because, I mean, if you got a lot of people that's acting as if they know me, acting as if they know my situation, I'm pretty sure y'all will be curious too. Like, okay, this is my second time battling this person, and I keep seeing people saying this stuff. Eventually, you're going to be curious on what's going on. And I think that's really what it was like he was curious. But then again, like he said, he got to hear both sides of the story. And everybody wants to hear both sides. I want to hear both sides. I don't want to just hear one side. I want to hear both sides. I tried to give my baby daddy a chance to, tell his side of the story. Did I not? He was on live. And he was just fucking lying. Just lying. But even people was like, yeah, he lying. Because I let him try to tell his side of the story on why he's being domestic and all of this is happening. He totally denied beating me and stuff. When people are like, dude, it proves that you have hit her before and all this and all that. But he couldn't even explain himself. But again, sometimes people just want to hear both sides of the story. They're not just going to just go based off of one side and be like, okay, cool. Because I'm pretty sure he still got questions like, okay, well, now I want to hear this man's side. I agree, he curious and confused. Yeah, at first I was like, he nosy, but no, he very respectful and nice and spoke facts. They were saying a ton of crazy stuff in his chat. Exactly. And my thing is, there's no way that you could destroy me or beat me with if I have given, I don't know what they're saying over there, so I don't know if it's lies or whatever, but if I have given this information out to social media, what makes it think that you can harm me with this information if I'm the one who presented it? I was the source. So if that's the case, then how could you ever think that you were going to hurt me? You're not hurting me. And I just be talking. I don't really be mad that these trolls is helping the next person. I don't feel like he was being funny, honestly. I think he was being genuine because when I tried that stuff with him last night, he was like, hey, I don't want nobody negative in my life. Y'all stop texting me that. I don't care. Well, I'm just trying to have a fun time. And that was it. And they got mad and they stopped gifting him for real. Soon as he told them to stop. So I think, again, me and him battled again, so it kind of made him curious on like, okay, they steady keep doing this. Like, I wonder why. Like, anybody that's a big content creator or a content creator knows that trolls come with being a content creator, period. You're gonna have them. It don't matter if you're the most holiest person on the app, you're still gonna have your trolls. Crazy stuff or stuff that she has told us herself. But if y'all adding y'all own little razzle dazzle and lying in it, then yeah, most definitely that's not. If it didn't come from me and I didn't say it, then it ain't true. Period. If y'all adding y'all own little stuff, like adding little snips of what I said and then you freestyling at the end, you're lying. Period. What do you mean? And again, if y'all are telling the truth, if y'all are repeating what I said, then it doesn't matter. Like, how can you harm me in that situation is what I'm trying to understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And if well, no, my lift is paid for. Yeah, I'm about to pay for this room real quick. I don't know if it's gonna end or whatever, but I think I should end it and then just come back on a little bit later. Once I get to the place, what I'm gonna do is when I get to the place, I'm gonna raise to see my kids, and then I'm gonna do battles a little bit later. I think I want to start doing battles, y'all. Like he said, didn't I always tell y'all, like, these people trying to run me off the app? That's what their goal is, to try to get me to get off the app. But it don't matter how bad y'all speak on me to other people. It don't matter. That's gonna make other people want to follow me and try to figure out what's really going on so they can hear my side. So I'm not stopping that. I'm finna use my platform. I'm finna get this money. We finna run to this money. Fuck that. This is a source of income, and I really just didn't even take it serious. But I can make money on this app for real if I just really be consistent. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, you just need to battle and ignore the trolls. And I am. And I'm going to continue to just block them one by one by one, because everybody that was gifting him was literally blocked but one person. It's hard to ignore. Just try hard. It is hard to ignore sometimes, but I think it's the fact that they think that they're making me like really angry and stuff, and it's not even really angry. It's just annoying to continue to be harassed. That is just going to be annoying in itself, even if I don't respond or whatever. That is annoying. Who wants to be stalked every day? Like, man, yeah, trying to embarrass you. They're not gonna be able to embarrass me. I'm a person that really don't get embarrassed. There's only a couple things that can ever embarrass me. Like 2 things that can embarrass me. Anything else will not embarrass me. At that point, everything else is an opinion to me. Opinion. Everybody got one. You can use the trolls to make money too. And I am. They don't. You really can make money. At some point, people may not have to give. Move smart. Thank you, Kiki. But yeah, no, I'm telling you, they don't understand what y'all doing is. If random people from here, anybody's side, see that y'all are just really just bullying me, and they really want to look into my story, you might give me the biggest fucking gifter. I mean, you never know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not about to run me off. And I'm not about to tell you everything that's happening. I can't even tell y'all the good stuff that's like going on. I can't tell y'all nothing no more. And it's sad to say that, but everybody don't wish me well, and that's why I can't. So I'm gonna continue to allow them to think that I'm a lazy bum and stuff. Y'all see that I did for my kids yesterday. Well, I just showed y'all I did for my kids yesterday, but y'all wouldn't have known that. Like, yeah, these people think that I just really just be laying down all day. No, I do not. No, I don't. If I ain't looking for jobs, then I'm doing something that I have to